Welcome to the Dietitian Side Hustle podcast. My name is Katie Dodd, and I'm a nutrition entrepreneur. I spent 7 years as a side hustler before diving into entrepreneurship full time. Before making the leap, I was bringing in 6 figures through my side hustle. If I can do it, you can too. This podcast is for dietitians, interns, and students who want to be inspired to start or perfect the side hustle of their dreams. Let's do this. Hello and welcome to the 275th episode of the Dietitian Side Hustle podcast. My dog ate my book. Now, if you are a regular podcast listener, you might notice that I did not have a podcast episode drop last week. I got a really bad bug, y'all. I was just out for the count. It was just too much to record an episode, and it's one of those reminders that I need to be recording these episodes more in advance so that way this doesn't happen. So if you're a regular listener, I apologize for not having an episode drop last week. Now, the episode that would have dropped today would be about the launch of my book, Dietitian Side Hustle. I had planned to launch this book on today, November 5th, 2025. However, some things came up. Now, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about what's happening with the book, and I titled this My Dog Ate My Book really just kind of as a joke because my dog actually did eat my book, Dietitian Side Hustle. She actually ate 2 copies, and if you follow me at all on social media, if you're in the Dietitian Side Hustle Facebook group, if you're following me on Instagram at the Katie Dodd, or if you're connected with me on LinkedIn, I shared this picture. I walked into my office and I see on the ground one of the proof copies of my book, Dietitian Side Hustle, ripped up by my dog. There was another one across the room. Now, I did have 4 proofs at this point, and they were on my desk table. In my defense, I had them on my desk in my office, and the dog jumped up, knocked them off, and decided to chew up my books. So she wanted to be, I guess, the first one to read them. And so anyways, I shared a picture of this and shared it with everyone on social media to let them know that my book launch was going to be pushed out. Now, is my book launch being pushed out because my dog ate my book? No, it's just kind of funny that she did eat my book. So what's going on is behind the scenes, the book's written. The book's been written for, almost 2 months now. I've had 4 beta readers go through and read it. Great feedback, made some final tweaks with the final draft. And what the holdup has been is actually technical issues with formatting of the book. And that's why I had 4 proofs. And if you've ever self-published on Amazon, Kindle Direct Publishing, you have to upload your copy, request, and they call it a proof, I think, or a draft. It's the book that has like a gray stripe across it, says like not for sale. And it takes a little bit of time for Amazon to actually approve it, to put it into your cart, and then you order it, and it takes some time to get to you, longer than regular Prime delivery. So it could take me up to a week to get this book. And again, I've had 4 copies I've had to request. Now, the issue that I've had is with the font that we've used. In the headers, the font would have these little white boxes, and it was only on a few letters, but it just looked so annoying and so unprofessional. And for how hard I worked on this book, and because I want to get a really good product to you guys, now done is better than perfect. You know that is the mantra I live by. But this was something I'm like, that's not just done. We got to fix this. And there's been so much troubleshooting. We even hired someone to help fix it, and we thought for sure it'd be fixed because we hired a professional. Still wasn't fixed. So what we ended up doing was we changed the whole font on the book. And I hadn't really been promoting the launch because I was so unsure about, is this going to be live in time? And again, I just want to make sure that it was good enough before I get it out to you guys. So all that to say, I did make the executive decision to push back my launch by 2 weeks. Why 2 weeks? Next week, I'm out of town. The week after is really just what works best. So I will be launching this book on November 19th. Now, a couple episodes ago, I think it was a couple episodes. Did I talk to you guys about this, being a Dietitian Side Hustle Insider? I feel like I've mentioned it on the podcast. So if you go to katiedodd.com, that's my Linktree page, it says Become a Dietitian Side Hustle Insider. If you haven't done this yet, please do me a favor and go to katiedodd.com and just sign up to be an insider. Name, email, if you're on my list already, that's fine. If you're not, it'll add you to my list. And what you're going to get by becoming an insider is you're going to get exclusive behind the scenes information from me. I'll be sharing updates with you via email as we go. But then also you're going to get access one day before the launch, so on November 18th, to be able to purchase the book. And then you'll also get access to my book launch party, which is going to be at 5 o'clock Pacific time, 9 o'clock Eastern time on November 19th. Now, at this book launch, it's just going to be a bunch of fun. It's not going to be super long, but I'm going to be giving away prizes, including $100 cash paid via PayPal, a signed copy of the book, access to my membership. There's going to be some really cool prizes. So I want to celebrate the launch of this book with you guys. So be sure to go sign up to be a Dietitian Side Hustle Insider. So that way you can get all the behind the scenes information and be among the first ones to know when the book goes live. Now, the book is available in paperback, hardcover. It is going to be available on Kindle, and I'm currently wrapping up recording for Audible. Now, I'm hoping there's no tech issues with Audible because this is completely new to me, but already I think I've recorded like 6 hours worth of content, and I still have a lot to go. So really the timing actually is working out because I wouldn't have had Audible ready in time for the November 5th launch anyways. So, everything happens for a reason, and this is just life. This is part of the side hustle. This is part of entrepreneurship. We have a plan. Things don't always go according to plan. And in the big scheme of things, does pushing back my launch by 2 weeks make a big impact? No. It's a little bit of a bummer to me because I want to get this in your guys' hands sooner than later, but it is what it is. So that is my update that I had for you guys, is just that the book launch for Dietitian Side Hustle is going to be pushed back by 2 weeks. The book will be going live on November 19th. I will be having a book launch party that day. If you could join me, go to katiedodd.com to become a Dietitian Side Hustle Insider. And next week I'll have a more robust podcast episode. But I did want to come on here and just share with you guys what's going on. And as always, thank you for being a loyal listener to the Dietitian Side Hustle podcast. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. If you want to learn more about all the ways we can work together, go to katiedodd.com, and I will see you next week on the podcast. Bye, guys.